Hello, fellow Kenyans. Greetings from Justice and Freedom Party. We are coming to you at a moment when we need each other the most. From the beginning of this year, there has been a full-fledged war on our emotional being, on our soul, on our spirituality, on our physical being. And this is the time when one needs 1,000%, not just 100. Self-accountability, self-discipline, self-guidance, self-rulership, if you never had one, and self-willpower to survive this war that has been waged on us. I know that's the most difficult thing some people might want to hear, because some people would like to rely on somebody to tell them what to do, or somebody to guide them on what needs to be done. Unfortunately, it's not the time for that. This war was predicted by our ancestors. And clearly, it has come to our doors, it has come to our times. And it is not sparing. It is ravaging the world. It's brought the economies on their knees. It is a challenge globally. All that one needs is your mechanism on how to fight. And the key question should be, as the gods are fighting, because the gods are at war, on which side are you on? It has not spared our doctors. And this is why I'm telling us that we are on a serious war. Because the doctors are our first line defense. They are our soldiers at this time. They are our armies that we rely on. And if the best of our army can be taken down, fellow Kenyans, this war is not a joke. This war is a serious attack on our well-being in various facets. And it requires individuals' resolve. It requires us to take measures which are collective. Yes, we have raised concerns, especially to our government, who have decided to invert the essentials approach that we should have given these things, because the essentials for health are very easy, from the community to the isolation centers and to the hospitals or curatives or the vaccines. Right from the beginning, we mentioned and told the government what they ought to have done. The government ought to have closed our borders and did rapid mass testing within the community and locked down those who were affected and released the unaffected back to the economy. The government did not do that. They focused more on the tertiary level. They were talking about vaccines. They were talking about isolation centers, because those were the areas where they could make money and plunder Kenyans. And fellow Kenyans, is a test that they have failed. And lo and behold, when they got opportunity, you can tell. The committee that was responsible for transitioning the country through this pandemic was populated by interesting cooperators, was populated by their families. And these are the individuals who ended up looting the funds that were direly needed. And this is why we said we are on our own. And to get back, even as we wait to change this government come 2022, we need to take responsibility. We need to be accountable. You need self-rulership. Even doctors, we really feel aggrieved when we're losing the best of the best due to things that they could avoid, due to corruption. Because I'm certain it will be difficult for a doctor to determine whether the protective gadgets are defective or they are genuine. It is the government who is allowing these things to come into our markets. And some are not protective at all. And at the end of the day, we've carelessly lost life of our first line of defense. And this cannot continue like this. Fellow Kenyans, we need to declare and get our stance right. Let's do what we can. Meanwhile, we do our best to keep this government on check. They've missed a very beautiful history, because every crisis is a history that our children can learn from. This was an opportunity where our next generation would have learned on how we handled this crisis. And this was also an opportunity that brought us on the same level with the human society. It would have determined how effective we could come back and how different we are, because we know Kenyans are very resilient people. We've seen and gone through tough situations. Kenyans are heroes. You see them in the field and in the trucks. Kenyans are strong. You see them in the rugby field. The ingenuity of Kenyans is not matchable. Look at our teachers winning global awards. Look at our artists. And historians did not go wrong when they say that this is the cradle of humanity, and we cannot afford to disappoint. However, we've been disappointed by the leadership, but we need to rise up. We need to rise up, make them accountable. We need to rise up. Where we cannot depend on them, we need to enhance and initiate self-rulership that will make a difference. Fellow Kenyans, yes, the gods are at war. The question is, which side are you on? As we continue praying for our fellow Kenyans, we wish you well from Justice and Freedom Party. May God bless Kenya, and may God bless us all.